Think you're smarter? The stunning reality of underestimating intelligence by narcissists. Hey there, it's great to see you again. We're going to talk about the fun things that happen when narcissists learn that you're smarter than they thought. These strange reactions are being looked into in an interesting way. If you want to learn more about how people act and talk to each other, you're in the right place. This subject may seem hard to understand, but bear with us as we break it down step by step. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to get more videos like this. Let's begin right away. They believe they are better than other people. They think less of other people, which makes them seem less smart and important. Why? They can use cunning behavior to explain it because it makes them feel stronger and more in charge. They believe they can trick and power over people without being caught. As a way to stay in charge, they lie and gaslight people. Narcissistic traits can be obvious or subtle, or they can be big and mean. But they all want to be in charge and have an effect on other people. They try to show who is in charge all the time by pushing the limits. Making sure you know these tips is very important for your safety. If you catch narcissists early on, you can avoid their plans and have better relationships with other people. Come with us as we learn more about the complexities of narcissism and find ways to make bonds that are stronger and more real. If you think this exploration is interesting, please like and follow for more interesting things about how people act. We can get through these situations and feel more confident in our relationships if we work together. Understanding and dealing with narcissistic behavior is important for keeping your health safe and handling difficult situations well. When working with narcissists, it's important to set clear boundaries and spot their attempts to manipulate you. Being ready and aware is the best way to protect yourself from their controlling behavior, whether it's in your personal life, with your family, or at work. Narcissists often give off an air of authority and use complicated language and gaslighting to make people feel uncomfortable and confused. Getting into arguments or trying to reason with them usually doesn't work. Instead, staying informed lets you see through their act and understand what they're really thinking. Once you know what they're doing, you can easily spot and stop their tricks. They avoid taking responsibility by putting the blame on other people, and sometimes they'll even try to make you look like the one who did something wrong. It's important not to take their charges personally. What they said doesn't matter as much as how you responded. Narcissists rarely say sorry for what they did. They'd rather not take responsibility at all. To figure out how sincere they are, pay more attention to what they do than what they say. Consistently watching their behavior gives you clues about what they're really trying to do and helps you handle conversations better. I looked into the effects of silence as a reaction not long ago. The silent treatment is often used as a tool by narcissists to hurt people's feelings without saying a word. They are very good at using minor cues to try to turn people who are on your side against you. Knowing these moves gives you the power to protect yourself and stay calm even when they're trying to hurt you. Narcissists often act smarter than they really are and use gaslighting to make people question and be confused. They might imply that your memory isn't working right or ask if you're crazy, all while avoiding taking responsibility for what they did. It's very important not to get caught up in their mind games. You can best protect yourself from their tricks by staying alert, figuring out what they're doing, and not falling for their tricks. Narcissists have no idea what it means to be responsible. Real apologies and statements of fault are very uncommon. How should someone deal with their bad behavior? You can find the answer by keeping a safe distance and limiting your contacts when you have to. Narcissists use complicated ways to stay in charge in romantic partnerships. They might act like technology isn't working right or ignore texts to show their power and create doubt. When questioned, they often change the subject or lie, which is typical of their sneaky behavior. Getting into fights with narcissists is like hitting your head against a thick wall over and over again. Their skill at lying and manipulating others makes them question themselves all the time, which they use well to stay in charge in relationships. They are very good at gaslighting you, which changes the truth about things to hide what they're doing. You can't try to reason with them because they value power over truth. In these situations, staying quiet can say a lot. Engaging with them only makes them more skilled at manipulating you. I learned the hard way that arguing with narcissists doesn't work. They told me my worries weren't important, which made me decide to stay away from such harmful people. Self-centeredness makes narcissists unable to see what other people need. Stay safe by staying away from places where people don't care about your feelings. Believe in your gut and don't give up. They always offer breaks, disappear, and then show up again as if nothing happened, or they cause trauma to get you to love them again when you don't really feel that way. They want to hurt your image, so stay away from their tricks. They can't hide once their true intentions are known. Narcissists don't usually change how they act. I've met a lot of people whose problems are caused by past pain or an overwhelming need to be in charge. Putting up mental walls can be traced back to feeling helpless as a child. Some of them are openly hostile, while others use quiet, rumors, and mental games to get what they want. Knowing how narcissists act is important for keeping yourself safe. It's pointless to try to reason with a toxic ego. When they use gaslighting, it's time to stop talking to them right away. Their plan is full of tricks, lies, and ways to take advantage of people. Narcissists love being in charge and will take advantage of your trust because they see it as a way to get more of themselves. They might sneak into your life, take advantage of your resources, or even move in under false pretenses, making up complicated stories to get what they want at your cost. Some provoke fights to bolster their egos, reveling in the chaos they sow. Others make fights in order to get out of the relationship and move on to the next target. To get around this complicated web, you need to have good senses. Trusting your gut is like having an internal alarm system that goes off when something bad might happen. Giving your trust to the wrong people can cause heartache. Even if people try to make you question yourself, listen to your gut if something seems off. Keep an eye out for changes in temperature, such as going from warm to cold, which could mean that people have different hobbies. Stay alert for their sneaky ways of getting what they want. Let's talk about how hard it is to avoid being lied to and give you a warning: don't put your money into people who you don't trust. If you see early signs of cheating or games, it's time to take a step back. These kinds of habits usually last, especially if they were present from the start. If you're in a relationship with someone who lies a lot, it's likely that they are selfish, which can have a huge effect on your self-esteem. For narcissists, lying is a way to boost their delicate ego and control other people. Putting up with these harmful mind games drains your emotional supplies and messes up your health. Things should be a lot better for you than this. It's important to make getting out of these scenarios a priority. Protecting your physical and mental health should come first. Thank you for taking part in this conversation. If this hits home for you, show your support by liking and sharing. Your input is important because it gives comfort to people who are going through similar problems. Share this conversation with people who might find it useful, and don't forget to subscribe for more material that is meant to help people who are having a hard time. Your support keeps us going as we try to help people where it's most needed.